Hello!
And today we're going to be talking to Jason over here, who we found out has got some very interesting opinions and views and insights of the world. So we thought we would kind of do
Use
a mini,
the term interesting loosely.
interview with him. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with one of Jason's favourite topics, which is zombies. So if Connor, if you have a first question to ask.
I do have a first question.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Can I wear those glasses?
Sure.
I haven't got a chance. Everyone's worn my glasses, but I can't wear glasses. Okay. Do they work?
They make you look cool, yeah.
I don't like them. Right.
Nor do I.
Okay. So, Jason, you have a man drawer.
Yeah, I kind of took the idea from Ricky Gervais. No, not Ricky. Sorry, Michael McIntyre. That's it.
Michael McIntyre.
Sorry, you just remind me of Ricky a little bit. I hope you don't take that the wrong way. But basically, Michael McIntyre did this sketch about man drawers, and he goes on about how different people like have this sort of drawer where you put random shit in it, like batteries, restaurant menus, and I took that idea and turned it into a survival drawer. So yeah.
Survival drawer for what, though?
Well, it can be used for loads of stuff. Earthquakes, flooding, tornado attacks,
Zombie apocalypse.
It is mainly used for that.
It's mainly for a zombie apocalypse.
Worst case scenario, in my opinion.
Why do you think there's going to be a zombie apocalypse?
Personally, I hope there isn't going to be a zombie apocalypse. It's just there, just in case, to be honest.
What about vampires?
I find vampires a bit more sceptical than zombies.
You don't. What?
But I guess, the draw would help me still.
What? Why?
What have you got in there which could help you from, as you say, mostly any situation?
Well, it's got stuff that you could use for any sort of worst case scenario.
Right, have you got batteries?
I don't put batteries into my drawer because sometimes, if you leave batteries for quite a long time, sometimes the acid within the batteries can leak out, and that will just go all over my equipment.
Have you got rope?
Right, no, I haven't got
You
rope.
haven't got rope. Have you got a blindfold?
Why would I need a blindfold?
What did you do?
Batteries, rope, blindfold. That's what's in my man drawer.
I don't want to know.
I kind of do, but let's get back on. Let's get back on to onto this.
I hope my mum's not.
We was recently discussing what you would do if you came home and your family were zombies.
Yeah.
Can you go through that again, please?
If I found my family as zombies, I admit I would hesitate for the moment, but I would find the first thing that I would use as a weapon, and I would kill them.
You would kill your family, like, on the first day of seeing them
As zombies?
as zombies?
Yes.
You wouldn't try and convert them?
If
Tell
not-
them about the Lord Jesus?
I'm an agnostic, not a Christian.
Heard
But-
about the Lord Jesus.
My point is that my family's dead. If you're a zombie, you're technically dead, in my opinion. So,
But
my family's gone, all that's left is...
knowing your
a zombie.
luck, the next day they'll find a cure for it.
Yeah, that would be a piss take. But, unfortunately, that's what I would do.
Wow.
It's mutilation of the cold virus.
That's kind of the horror in a zombie apocalypse, that it's a plague that kind of turns your family members and friends into creatures that are just there to destroy you.
I think everyone's seen the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just... It's very interesting. I find it interesting anyway. It was like, what?
It's funny because it's interesting all the other way around. What are the different types of zombies and which is your favourite?
I don't have a favourite. I completely hate zombies. No, it's why I despise zombies. I mean, that's why I'm so dedicated to
It's like me
making sure that
saying I
survive
despise
the
unicorns.
No, it's not, because
Dude.
you haven't got a drawer to kill unicorns.
You got a point.
And what was the question again?
What are the different types of zombies?
Oh yeah, well, there's of course the slow zombies, which was first introduced. The undead slow zombies that was first introduced in
This
George
one.
A. Romero's film, Night of the Living Dead.
That's the worst version of a zombie I've ever seen.
They're basically undead creatures brought back to the dead by, I don't know, a virus or witchcraft or whatever. And they're just there to... Voodoo zombies is a different kind of zombies. They're thousands of years old through Haitian
So they're basically
religions
falling
like
apart.
No, it's kind of like a bit of hypnotism with a bit of like sort of magic sort of thing.
Well, if they're not dead, then
no, then voodoo zombies aren't dead. They are alive. They're just being controlled by like a shaman or a wizard.
then what? They're not the undead. They're not zombies.
No.
Not
There's a
zombie.
difference between the undead zombies and voodoo zombies.
But okay, which one would be best suited for your mandrill?
Probably the undead.
Okay. What?
Interesting
Sorry.
note. The word zombie does come from the voodoo zombies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or television.
No, it actually does come from
zombie.
voodoo practices.
Okay.
The word zombie.
What about the film 28 Days Later?
That's got fast zombies. I do need to watch that.
Like this. I've got it on video if you want to borrow it.
Oh, thanks. Most of my knowledge from fast zombies come from the game Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. Fast zombies. There's a bit of debate between if fast zombies are really zombies, because again these zombies aren't necessarily dead either. They're just been infected by something like rabies or mad cow disease. It basically turns somebody batshit crazy with rage and something like that. Yeah, and yeah, they just attack anything in sight.
I'm quite interested in. You talk about a virus.
Yeah. It's
And do you
Could
think
it be an STD?
Do you, it could be.
zombies by sexual transmitted infections. Who would do that?
A zombie prostitute. I tell you what if
There's a
this
song that I know you
Yeah.
have. I've listened to that.
I was going to
song.
ask, like, if you're a zombie gigolo and you have sex, like the limbs are
Gigolo's
falling
another
off.
word for pimp, right?
No, gigolo's a male prostitute.
Oh, thank you.
And like all their bits are falling off, and like in the middle of sex, the zombie gigolo's penis falls off inside her. Would he just say keep the tip? Is this
Oh, God.
correct zombie terminology? Or?
To be honest, I wouldn't go there myself.
Well, you wouldn't
okay.
check a zombie.
No.
As no, never.
Why would you?
I hate zombies.
You might.
I also hate unicorns.
You might get a stiffy for the stiff.
No, that's
Bone for the boneless.
that's technically what's the word? That's technically necrophiliac.
Well,
It's
no,
fucking
because they're
zombies.
undead. They're undead.
But it's
so
still you're still fucking a dead body though. In
No,
a
it's
sense.
an undead body.
It's still a form of necrophiliac.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my point.
Sorry.
As I say, you talk about a virus.
Yeah.
And do you think, like in the films, that it gets spread around by them biting you?
That's usually the main source of how zombies infect humans. But basically, they to put it in more detail, the main way to get infected with zombie virus is fluidic contacts with open sores and wounds.
Like saliva.
Yeah, like if a zombie bites you, scratches you, you get a bit of, even if you get like a bit of zombie splatter on a cut on your finger, you can effectively get infected by it within
Why do
maybe
they
even hours or
brains?
days.
That's a 28 weeks later virus.
Huh?
Thank you, Tommy. That's the 28 weeks later. Why do they eat brains?
Brains. I don't know. It's a bit of a silly stereotype.
Stereotype.
I don't know the backstory between brains, and it wouldn't make sense with common undead zombies because the only way to kill a zombie is to shoot the brain. So if you have zombies, only eating the brains.
Maybe that's why they're eating brains. They're hoping if they eat some brains, it will spread around their body and we'll get confused and don't know which brain to shoot.
Yeah, I can't help you with that.
No, you're not very. Okay.
Right. Okay. I had a question,
Okay.
but I've totally forgotten about
You suck.
it.
Okay, what's the best way to destroy a brain? Would you hit him with a baseball bat? If you shoot him with a gun, you can shoot a human in the head with a gun and
Yeah.
the head will explode. Or it will just miss all the important stuff, you can still live on. Would that work for a zombie?
Wait, what? Basically, what you've got to try to completely destroy is the main frontal lobe. which is kind of like at the back here, more or less.
The frontal lobe's at the back.
I don't. Okay. I might not know the proper word for it. But basically, the main part of your brain is kind of this. There's this part of your brain that basically connects to the rest of your body. That's what you've got to aim for. Just one clean shot, like between the eyes, and you're likely to get that part.
Okay, I just remember what I just remember what I was going to say. So, continue on from why do they go brains and stuff. If you watch the movies, I've never seen a zombie eat anyone's brain.
I know.
I have.
I know, because it wouldn't make sense, would it?
I watch a lot of zombie films then.
As I said, if zombies were eating brains and the only way to kill a zombie was the brain, you see what I mean?
Holding boobs there.
Lovely.
Lovely.
How do you tell the difference between a zombie and a retard? Like, say all go, Is it the way the mouth goes, like, retard, zombie, Or do zombies not lick windows?
There's like the gay ring.
Okay, you know
the gay earring,
there's a very good way maybe to tell, like, an undead zombie between a retard.
Can we
Undead
call them
zombies
special people
doesn't
so we don't get political correctness? Right up our ass.
no, there's a difference. Undead zombies don't have any blood flowing through their bodies because it physically can't, because the heart has stopped, hasn't it?
I don't understand how their muscles work then.
That's a good point.
I don't have the I don't have really much of
If
the
it's a
science.
voodoo zombie, like, they can control the muscles, but if there's no blood, then
Blood.
get up and stuff.
Well, you know, like, not. Well,
You should know zombie anatomy.
technically I don't.
Well, what do you mean technically you don't?
Okay, I don't know the full schematics of zombie biology. That's not what I think.
Schematics.
Oh,
I'm not on a
are you
t-shirt now.
making up
Schematics.
Yes,
You're
I am. I don't know the words. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, we've got Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles.
Oh,
here.
I've played that. It's a good game.
I don't know why I've been given it. Right, yeah, all the zombies are like covered in blood, and they're covered in blood. They're attacked in loads of different places. Yeah, the eyes and all that. So why are they all covered in? Why are they all covered in blood and being eaten from there, and there? When it's only one bit they need to eat, the fucking brain.
Well, these zombies don't eat brains. These zombies are just there to consume, really. You see, these bits are just like where the person has been bitten, and blood stains all over the mouth. There, where it's eating other people. So yeah, as I said, zombie films like this don't usually eat brains because it wouldn't make sense.
What is the
It wouldn't make sense.
No, I've said this point before.
Yeah, they'd eat everything in the human body.
Yeah,
You know,
they
except
probably
the
eat
brains.
Well, they probably would go for the brains sometimes, but
Come to the audience in a second.
We have our backstage complainer here,
Yeah.
Tommy.
hey Tommy.
Tommy, did you have a question?
Yes, you're talking about bite marks,
Uh-huh.
okay? In some zombies, like 28 days and 28 weeks later, it's about saliva.
Yeah.
So what's the bite marks got to do with it?
Well, bite marks are usually like zombies.
Well,
when a zombie attacks somebody,
even
he
I
goes to
can answer that
consume
one.
the body.
Yeah.
But with running zombies, they just run right at you and attack.
But what's that got to do with the bite?
Well, if you bite something, it makes a wound, and then your
Yeah.
saliva can go in there, can't it?
No, but isn't always saliva. This one's saliva.
Can't they just spit in their mouths?
Yeah, that
one of
can
them does
affect
That
you.
might be a turn on.
One of them does in the
That's
film.
why they're doing this all the time.
Even if zombie saliva went into like an open sore wound, that would infect you also.
Okay,
Very interesting.
the problem with zombies, they don't have blood, right?
Undead zombies don't.
Yeah, undead zombies, they don't have blood. Which means they can't get an erection because that's when the penis feels blood.
Of course not.
Right. So, is the cure for zombies Viagra?
You could try it out.
It
but
may fall off.
How the bloody hell am I supposed to try it out?
well, I don't know. I don't focus on zombie biology. I focus on surviving an apocalypse with zombies in it.
Yeah, but if you were surviving, you can't survive for so long. You would eventually need to find a cure or something to kill the kill all the zombies.
Robert Smith's tears.
Well, so far there's only one known cure, and that is to kill a zombie.
That's not really a cure, is it?
Well, it stops the zombie, and you're safe.
You can just
But that
microwave
isn't a
everyone.
cure.
Make their brain
That's just stopping them. That is an actual.
Well, yeah,
cure.
that's a pretty good cure.
But it's not
What,
a cure.
death?
It's
Death is
killing
not a
them.
cure.
But zombies are undead.
The cure.
Well,
But they're not undead. When you kill them, they're dead. So that's not a cure. You're killing them.
Yeah, if they're undead, aren't they technically
it's that
alive?
sort of scenario. It's kill or be killed in a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
So, how would you... Okay, going back onto your surviving and
Yes.
stuff, how would you see it play out in your head? Like, what would you do? And how do you think you would find out, and where would you be?
Oh god. Well, hopefully, if I was in a zombie apocalypse, I'd be at home because that's where I'm best. What's the word I'm looking for? Best prepared. That's it.
Yeah, with your mandrel.
Yeah.
Does it really matter if you're looking for a word? Because you'll make one up anyway.
It's better that I have a word than
Okay.
to just make
Like
one up
that
and look
is-
like
how,
an idiot.
dicks.
how do you think this zombie apocalypse is going to happen then? What do you think's going to cause
Yeah,
it?
it was...
Well,
Oh, was he? Sorry.
I wouldn't know, to be honest.
So,
It can be caused by any sort of thing. You know, like it could be some sort of
Bees.
scientific experiment. It could be like a new form of disease. It could be an old form of disease from the past that's been resurfaced into the world.
Okay, but and what would your first priority be?
Get home, lock all the doors, board up the windows, barricade the doors, and for the next
climbing
few
in your windows, they're snatching your
people
people
up, drunk.
You're gonna hide your kids, hide your wife.
hide your kids, hide your wife.
Okay.
Something more
everybody
or
out
less
there.
like that. I spent the majority of my days upstairs. If I could, I would destroy the stairs leading upstairs also.
Well,
And-
you know, so you
and I'd
just
serve-
wake up one morning like, oh, it's a beautiful day, no zombies, I'm just gonna go, ah! And just...
Yeah, every morning
Die.
I'd be
Just the bathroom's downstairs.
looking outside, surveying the area, like checking if when it's probably safe to go to look for supplies outside. But first, of course,
Just go to Sainsbury's or
I would-
something, yeah.
I think that stuff like Sainsbury's would be raided. So finding anything in a zombie wasteland would be very hard. Either way,
Zombie...
why can't they talk?
zombies.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Die,
As I said, I don't
Fanta.
know the basics, but usually when you're facing a zombie, all that a zombie is basic instinct. The need to feed, the need to move, herd instincts, all them sort of things. But I don't think communication
It's
like,
brain dead.
I find
is an
it...
instinct, and also they're brain dead.
I find it
Yes.
funny if there's just walking around going, oh, Bean, where's my brains? I don't know where I am anymore.
Oh, have you seen that bitch up in the tower block?
Oh, yes, I have seen that one.
I think we should go eat her.
Zombies brain
Okay,
dead,
yes.
how can it
Hom.
Hom. Would they go om nom?
Silver
nom.
spoon or something. Oh, we
I have
have...
a very good book
Here's a book with him.
Okay.
that kind of describes a lot of
The Zombie Survival
Yeah,
Guide,
show
written
to
by
the camera.
Victor Hugo.
Max. No, it's written by Max Brooks.
Oh,
And
no,
this
that's
book,
what
kind
was
of,
it.
Just
sorry.
hold it up a bit there.
this book kind of has like a lot of pointers to how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Sorry.
Zombie bollocks, yeah. How to survive a zombie bollocks.
I think that's more appropriate, actually.
That would be why it has the machete on the front.
Machete and
Nutrient,
I
yeah.
think a carbine, AK-47 on that. I don't know.
Chainsaw.
Let's see. And there's a section of it called Undead Myths and Realities, and in the book, Max Brooks creates his own form of zombies.
So basically it's not reality.
So he's
No,
taking
no,
the
of
piss
course
now.
not.
He's making his own stuff.
No,
What a load of bollocks.
he goes to the basics of
the film coming out of
horror
this,
that
isn't
was created with George A. Romero when he created Night of the Living Dead. He has his own virus that basically is the source of all zombies called Solanum.
Spoilers.
He's taking the bit. No. Why is he naming it? He can't just take all that's been created and say, "Fuck it, it's the virus."
It goes through the basics
That's every
the
zombie
common
film though. It's a virus.
popular culture zombie.
Maybe that's why when you go to the doctors they always say to you it's a virus.
Yeah, it basically
Just looking
has
away.
a lot of
Smash your radio.
information about him, his version of
Looks like there's
post-zombie.
a sewing machine on there as well.
So it's his version. So is it going to be appropriate to our version?
Well, as I said, it goes all by the basics of popular culture
Infected
zombies.
flesh, as
That, as
proven.
I said, was created with George A.
Okay,
Romero.
okay, let me just read this bit I just saw.
Okay.
Infected flesh has proven to be highly toxic.
Fuck no. Proven.
Proven.
Right. How the bloody hell?
Oh,
has that been
one
proven?
second. 1 second. I just need to. I've just seen another word.
It's a fictional book. It's basically like set in, say, in a parallel universe sort of thing.
So
like you pretend, the reader kind of.
how is this going to
There
help
should be
you?
a disclaimer on the front. Caution: this book is bollocks.
Well, there isn't
What do
actually
you mean?
actual zombies at the moment, are there? I mean,
Then
come on.
why have you got a man draw?
In case it actually happens. I've just said that ages ago.
Why? How? So you don't know how it's going to happen.
No,
You don't know why it's going to happen,
no,
but you think it's going to happen.
not exactly. It's just there, just in case.
You don't think it's going to happen, but you have a man draw just in case.
Yeah. I mean, it's like people who have like avalanche survival kit, but
Because
there's not
they live in the
necessarily going to be an
fucking mountains.
avalanche, is there?
I'm in the city. I'm going to have an avalanche draw. I'd love to see your house when you eventually have your own one, and to see what precautions you make then. But till then, we're going to end now.
I'm just going to
'cause
say it's going to look like Home Alone.
it's going to look like Home Alone with a load of people dancing silhouette things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will be a bit like Home Alone, except instead of the burglars, there will be zombies.
And lots of them.
So that's Jason, and if there is a zombie apocalypse, he's going to be the one procreating. Fuck our lives.
Goodbye.